Hi everyone, welcome to this video. In this section we are going to discuss about two kinds of instances in SQL Server Express Localdb. If you haven't already installed Localdb, watch the previous video in this series. If you have installed, you can start watching this. The two main instances of Localdb is automatic instances and named instances. First, look at into the automatic instances. Automatic instances of localdb are public and they are created automatically when a version of a localdb is installed in a computer. So if you have already installed the target version of localdb, it's already created an automatic instance of localdb for that version and it's available for using. So the automatic instance of localdb have a special pattern for name instances, and those names also belong to the reserved namespaces. And most probably the automatic instance name is SQL Localdb as shown in here. So the Localdb automatic instance is the most easiest way for you to get started using Localdb because it's automatically created for you when you install Localdb. When you are going to use this automatic instance in an application development purpose, there is a special connection string that you can use to connect to this instance. So the format of the connection string is as shown in here. It's very easy for you to get started with because it's already created for you. In the first time you are going to connect to the localdb automatic instance, it must be both created and started, so there may be a delay for the connection to succeed. Sometimes it may be failed, so wait for a few seconds and again try, then you will be able to connect to the localdb automatic instance. So now let's use the SQL localdb utility that is already installed with the SQL localdb. So I will open a command prompt and in there you can type SQL localdb dash question mark to view all the options that you have to work with localdb. So in here there's an info command. Using that I will try to view the details of the localdb info. So in this case you will get a result. In here there's an MS SQL localdb and a project model. There's another instance that I have created explicitly, so that's a named instance. So this is MS SQL localdb is the automatic instance that is already created for you when you install localdb. So in using this SQL localdb utility, you can create an instance or delete or start or stop. You can do several things related to a instance using this utility. So now go to the named instances. Named instances of localdb are private. Named instances provide the isolation from other instances, and also it improves the performance because it reduces the resource contention with other database users. So it's an option for you to improve the performance of localdb. And when you're naming the localdb, that can contain Unicode characters that are legal within a file name. So let's create an named instance using the SQL localdb utility. So I will open the command prompt and using this I will use create. So SQL Localdb create, and I will give the name after the create word, test instance, and enter. It shows that the successful message, so I can view the uh, whether the instance is created using info command. So you can see that this already created. So if I want to delete the instance, I can again use the SQL Localdb utility. So for that I will use the delete command, SQL Localdb delete, and I have to type the name Localdb instance, test instance deleted. It's the successful message. So again we will view the info. Now it doesn't show the test instance, Localdb instance. Now let's see the option that Localdb gave for sharing the instances. That is shared instances of Localdb. That is for the scenarios where multiple users of the computer need to connect to a single instance of Localdb. So to support that, instance sharing feature is enabled in the Localdb. So those are the basic things about instances of Localdb. So that's it for the instance session. So thank you.